Hello everyone, my name is Diana Salazar and I am going to be the moderator today presenting you all of the best EVO practices this year in Flip Learning and Language Teaching 2022, a session especially created for our EVO attendees this year. So let me tell you a little bit more about the moderators. Juliana Diaz and myself, we're from Colombia. We've been teaching for about 15 to 14 years, and we have been in EVO working together about maybe 4 years ago. Gabriela and Mike Quinteris, Gabriela Gariboto and Mike Quinteris. Gabriela is from Argentina and Mike is from Greece. They've been with us ever since 2 years ago. Oh, time goes by so fast. And Aloysia joined us last year, and she's from Germany. She is a teacher of she teaches French. So, what is flip learning? Besides the huge definition from the Flip Learning Network, in which we are going to trespass those teaching practices from the group space to the individual space, the ones that are a little bit more theoretical and mechanic, and the ones that we have in the group space a little bit more dynamic. We think that in class that flip learning is a method or an approach that has or gathers many other methodologies such as PBL, collaborative learning, positive psychology, active learning, differentiated instruction. So it's like a little basket of treats for us because you have that inside of an in class of a class that is flip or within a whole flip curriculum. For us, in class flip gives you more opportunities of group dynamics, different group dynamics. That is the reason why we have a flexible environment within those lessons and within that type of learning and teaching. Our edition this year was more in regards to Zofla. And of course, for us, if you flip your class, it's not the same as flipping your whole teaching because it's a whole new philosophy. So that is the reason why we're saying that when you are able to flip your learning and the learning of your students and your teaching, you become a facilitator, you become a coach for them within that learning path that they have ahead um, of their life at a school or university, and it gives us the opportunity to connect, to think about more about our students we have, because we have to do many different processes in order for them to be invested and motivated in what they are learning. So in order to do that, um, the technology and the use of technology and the use of other approaches makes us more compassionate, right? Because we know our students. And something that we learned this year when we were getting to know the teachers that were with us, hello to them, is that they were the heroes of the day. There are so many teachers with very unique and special conditions within their contexts, within their classes, that those are the ones that we need to take our hat off to. We have about 16, 17 different countries this year. Eh, it is always so refreshing to see many people from around the world. Ukraine, Russia, Argentina, the Moldova, Turkey, Uzbekistan, and so on. We use sessions, our session tools this year were the same as last year. I think that we have found a very organized way of organizing our course. This was Canvas, Twitter, and of course Zoom for the in-life meetings. As I was saying before, the addition this year was Zofla, the synchronous online flip learning approach, and I have to thank a lot Helene Marshall, the creator of this approach, because she helped us. She guided us through the process, and we actually have her during one of the meetings. and she was there answering the teachers' questions. Teachers were very engaged onto that conversation with her. So I think that that direct connection to those teaching practices was helping those teachers that are still not in live or face-to-face classes, but they're still online with their students. We had some discussion forums, but we didn't want to overwhelm teachers that much. So in some modules we had discussion forums, in some others we didn't. So as I was saying before, Helene was our guest speaker, and during those live sessions we were able to discuss, to reflect, to share and go deeper. And of course, we had those teachers that had a very unique context but didn't have the opportunity to explore the whole approach, because of course their teaching context is very different. We had one of our teachers. She has classes with kids with special needs, so she was always going asking us these questions, and even though we didn't have all of the answers, she was able to answer for us some of those questions that arose because we have never had this situation before in regards to kids with special needs. So I think that we met our goals, which were to explore SOFLA in depth, to see examples of in-class flip and flip learning and traditional flips with those teachers, to master those concepts and to interact more with them. These are some of our showcase outcomes from teachers. Some of them already work wonderfully with technology, and they were able to show us how, for example, they package their activities with Wakelet. Or one of them was showing us how they can outline lesson plans using flip learning. Some of them shows our videos, such as Michelle, sorry, and Tatiana was showing us her lesson based on Zofla. These are some of the comments that we received. I think that teachers were very content with the new things they got onto their learning, which were learning agency, autonomy. We work a lot with that part of differentiation within the class. What is going to take new directions onto their teaching life, Zofla, and empathy. So even though Zofla was a very tough topic for them at first, I think that they were able to catch the most important and the key elements, and of course the key elements of each one of the steps, like the strategies. So again, those teachers were the heroes for us. They were there always smiling and participating. Thank you so much for this year's session. These are some of our references, and thank you so much for joining us today. Bye.